Be talking about the protests. We will be talking about whose responsibility it is to appease the protesters. We will be talking about journalism, bad journalism. We're going to have Adam in our show also. And we have another few notes on people who want to leave the country because they don't like the fact Donald Trump won. We also have some information on some racist acts going on around the United States. So stay with us. Let's start with a clip of some of the people who I think are in the tank with candidates. And that is, in the tank, we're going to have episodes or segments where we're going to show you how some journalists, so-called journalists, are not objective anymore. What's happening now in the mainstream media is that a lot of these guys are just going out there on TV and really they have a favorite, and when they have a favorite, they're not going to be objective. They're not going to give you the real news because they're already favoring a candidate, and that is not good for you. And so what we want to do here is point out who is in the tank right now for some of these candidates and who is in the tank for another candidate. So we chose 3 examples. One of them is Tommy of The Blaze. We have Hannity of Fox News, and we have Rachel Maddow of MSN. We believe that these 3 guys are in the tank for one candidate. They are one-sided. They are not going to be objective, so you have to be very careful when you watch your channels. The problem is that they are news channels, but they also have commentators, and so these guys are commentators. They have a news logo spinning at the bottom, like the one I have on my right, on wherever you are, left or right corner. And what happens in many cases is they flow from commentator to news, and they give you news sometimes, and then they go into commentator, and so that is very confusing for a lot of people, and you don't know when something is the truth and being objective, or when something is just a comment. On this show, on Critical Moo Unscripted, what we do is we tell you how it is. And I have no sides. I have no favorites. I just want to point out things to you. Tell the American public that a regular average guy like me, I watch and I detect things, and I like to point them out for you. So let's watch the clip, and then we're going to bring Adam in here, and we're going to talk about what's going on with this media and what's going on with the protesters.
Baby, we did it. They outspent us, outnumbered us, and counted us out from day one. But here we are, November 9th, 2016, with President-elect Donald J. Trump. So why did everyone get it so wrong? Well, I'll tell you why. They don't get us. They don't get everyday Americans.
Get my point? All you stubborn Republicans out there, Hillary Clinton, well, she's proven she does not have the character. She does not have the temperament to be the president of the United States. So is that the person these Republican crybabies really want to be the next commander-in-chief? They want to help her? It's very disturbing, and it's disgusting, and it's fairly dangerous.
Embrace him wholeheartedly, someone who might be able to introduce him at an event in Nevada ahead of the Nevada caucuses, and he turned to his old buddy who he had written that blurb for. He turned to the guy from The Power of Relentless.
So what is happening here? What we have here is the media going crazy for one or the other side. They have their own agenda, they have propaganda, and they really depend on the ratings to tell you what they want to tell you, to give you like a pep talk. The mainstream media is biased, and the news, so-called news channels, always want to sell something to you. They want to tell you what you want to hear. So it's like a pep rally. Now in the show, we're going to have Adam. He's going to tell us a little bit of what's happening with the media and with the protesters and with a few other things. Adam, are you there? He's via Skype with us today. Adam? Adam will be back in a little while. But anyway, I want to talk to you a little more about here's Adam. Adam, we just discussed the problems with the media.
Hey,
we discussed the problems with the media. We discussed the bias with the mainstream media, so-called commentators and news people. And I know you have some things you want to address, and you have in your mind and your heart. As always, Adam is very honest. He can be blunt. He just says it the way it is.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, because everything that you just played, I didn't hear a word of it. I couldn't hear any of that. So, um, so I, it was skipping a lot. So I'm
Oh, I'm sorry.
kind
So
of lost in
we must have
conversation.
we must have a connection problem here, maybe. Let me see what's going on. Hold on there, everyone out there. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine, but you were playing some video clips. I didn't get
Yes.
any. It was complete silence.
Oh, on the previous videos. Okay, I see you were not able to hear. Well, they were just journalists talking about their own people, their guys. For example, we had Tommy talking about Donald Trump. We had Hannity also about Donald Trump, and we had Rachel Maddow discussing something and also favoring Hillary Clinton. And I think that you also have some stuff that you wanted to say about how the media may be biased and stuff like that, and also about the protesters. You wanted to say something about that. And the veterans, you wanted to say about
Yeah,
the
speaking.
veterans.
Well, first of all, thanks to all the veterans. Thank you guys so much.
Yes,
Everyone that has been there and still currently.
yes,
Thank you guys. But back to what you were saying about the uh, reporters and all that. I did have, I don't know how to pronounce this lady's last name. Martha Radatz? Raddatz.
Hmm.
Radatz.
No, never. I've never watched her show. What channel is that? That's one of the mainstream channels.
She, well, I think she's CNN. However,
Oh, yeah. Well,
she
that's
was one of the commentators
right.
during the debate. And it's, I'm pretty sure those people are supposed to be
Not.
equal.
Yeah, not taking sides, huh?
Red, blue, right. But it was kind of odd that this lady was literally in tears after Trump
Right.
won.
Yeah.
But so
And that
I
is,
don't know.
yeah, and that goes back to what, yeah, that goes back to the clip that we were showing. And I was saying that it's very difficult sometimes for a lot of these people to know, like, for example, you and I, we're saying it like it is, and I think for a lot of people it's very difficult to, you give somebody the news, you report on something, like an airplane flying whatever sideways, and then you give your audience an opinion, and then you tell them about your candidate. And to me, that's sort of manipulation, like this lady that was crying, what, she couldn't hide it anymore, I guess. All
She
her,
was supposed to provide. She was supposed to provide a diverse and non-controversial opinion
right,
of either side,
right,
and she couldn't handle that.
yeah,
She absolutely didn't handle that after
absolutely,
the
right,
fact.
was in tears. I mean, and that is happening pretty much in mainstream media, pretty much all the channels. I do have one example of what I believe is good good journalism, and that is, I don't know if you agree with me or not. We can probably talk about this right now. We all know her. Her name is Megyn Kelly from Fox News. I think that, because I've even heard some people on the right saying, "Oh, she's way left," and I'm thinking, I don't think she's left, because people on the left say, "Oh, Kaylin Megyn, Megyn Kelly, she's on the right," and I'm thinking, I think she's pretty objective to me. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I think that she doesn't like Donald Trump, but she's Republican. How about
And
that?
well, I guess, and that sort of does a plus and a minus kind of deal. And I have a little clip. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but when it's done, we can come back. I have just a little tiny clip when she's interviewing Donald Trump after he was nominated the candidate for the Republican Party months ago. I'm going to watch that, and I'll come back to you as soon as it's done. It's only a few seconds.
Have you made any mistakes in this campaign? You had said
Okay.
publicly you thought the retweet about Heidi Cruz was a mistake. Let me just.
Well, I said I could have done without it, to be exact. I mean, I could have done without
You
it.
said a mistake. Are you walking that back?
No, I'm not walking it back, but I actually.
And you know, I watched the video and I put it online on the screen. She is really like not that easy on Donald Trump, and she kind of gives him what I consider pretty good questions. And
Well,
I
I,
know
didn't
that-
get to see.
yeah,
I didn't. I didn't
know
get to
that,
see the video that you put up.
I know that Hannity is not going to do that. I mean, I think we all know that Hannity is in the tank for Donald Trump. The guy likes him.
I didn't get to see the video you put up.
No,
but
no,
I
not-
do know
Yeah,
that
the
when you
Hannity.
said Hannity, he
Yeah.
does not like. I'm sorry, man. I'm running over you here. Go ahead.
No. What I was saying is that we all know that Hannity is pretty much a fan of Donald Trump. Wouldn't you say that? Is he a fan of the Trump?
Oh yeah, he is. I was thinking Glenn Beck. He doesn't really like Donald Trump too much.
Exactly. Well, and that's another example. That's another example on the other side. Glenn Beck does not like Donald Trump, and it's been like this for a while. And I remember Glenn Beck being very upset when Donald Trump received the nomination, and he was actually sad because I think what Glenn Beck was saying at the time is that Donald Trump was not a true conservative, and he had very strong criticism against him. So we salute our veterans today. We already mentioned that. We're going to talk about good journalism. Megyn Kelly, she's doing pretty good. The protests, what is going on with the protests out there? They're going wild. I posted some things on my Facebook page, a lot of support, lots of people saying, today is a day to concentrate on the veterans, to say thanks to our armed forces. And can't you, at least for today, just not protest? And of course, they didn't stop. It's just going on and on and on.
And at the same time, Black Lives Matter are burning the American flag.
Right.
And probably a lot of those people, their family has served in the military.
Served in the military, and you never know. They perhaps they also lost lives there in the wars, maybe.
Most definitely. You would think so.
You would think, and I really don't like the fact that all these people are destroying property and then they're burning our flag. I think that is very disrespectful, and I've sent a message out there, and I've told people, please, at least today, don't do it. And tomorrow, when you do it in a civilized manner. What I posted was this. I said,
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, Fonzie.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. You do realize these are Hillary supporters
Oh, they
that
are
are burning the flag.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Lady Gaga,
Gaga.
the
Yes.
singer.
Right.
She was literally, she wore a Nazi uniform to where she was performing for Hillary Clinton.
Really.
How does that work out?
That's crazy. That's offensive.
You have your computer in front of you. Check it out. It's there. Video doesn't lie.
Right. That's wow. I didn't get to see that, but don't even know what to tell you about it. I mean, anybody who wears or does anything with a Nazi deal, that's pretty disgusting. Pretty much. I would have no.
While we're here, Google it, because
Yeah.
I know you have multiple.
Yeah,
computers
I can go to
in front
my
of
other
you.
screen. I just wish I could show it as I'm Googling and doing it live. But wow, that is pretty bad. I know that what I said today to the protesters was that our democratic process, our democratic system is an exemplary system around the world. And I know that a lot of people are trying to, I guess, make it look as if it is rigged or is really messed up. And really, it is not. It is a system that it works kind of in a strange way, but it is a pretty good democratic system where you go and vote and you tally it up. Your vote is counted. But this is my argument to the protesters. Both candidates are given, and if you and I run for president, we are given the rules of the game, okay? And the rules of the game are like this. You have electoral colleges and all these things, right? And so we read the book. Okay, wonderful. So if they are both given the rules, they know how to play it, and everything is supposed to be fine and dandy, and you guys know how to do this, I don't see why they would get upset. Now they're saying that because Hillary Clinton got the popular vote, but this has happened before with other candidates, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The popular vote's not going to matter, and protests or how many people are crying is not going to matter. Again, they were both given the rules, and they know what to do with those rules of the game, and Hillary Clinton lost fair and square. And that is my take on it. And the other one is, if you're going to protest, don't destroy things. Don't go out there burning things and burning the flag and disrespecting other Americans, because that is not fair. But then again, I think they've been talking about whose responsibility it is to appease all these people, and I think it is. I think they can hear the voice of Hillary Clinton at this. If she comes out and tells them she's the one who is responsible, I think she can definitely work her magic and tell them to just go home. Barack Obama can do the same thing. To some extent, I think that Donald Trump can do something about it. But I think the one who can do the most is Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. What do you think about that?
I think you're right, along with Bill Clinton. That guy, a lot of people listen to him. He's a great speaker. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. So to me, the fact that they're not coming out is like saying, to me, the fact that they are not coming out and saying anything, because I'm even posting things, and I am not the president, and I'm not as popular as these guys, but many of us are saying it. Many of us are posting it. Can't they just do just a simple appearance, and just say, can we all get along, like that guy said many, many years ago? And I think that I think they have
and here's the deal. Hold on. No, they're not going to do that because they want the race card to come back into play.
Well, and I have another clip that I was going to show. Unfortunately, you can't hear what this guy is saying, but I don't know if you ever heard of Van Jones on CNN. Now,
no,
Van Jones, of course, I think he's pro-Hillary, and he kept kind of throwing this card out there, and that because of the history and all these things, and I understand, okay, because I've heard other Latinos are afraid and scared, and he says that people are acting like this because they are scared, because they are afraid. And my advice to him now is, okay, if they are afraid, if they are scared, why doesn't he tell then Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama the same story? Why can't we tell Hillary, look, these people are scared, they're afraid, say something to them? But that is not happening. They had a very heated argument on CNN the other day, Van Jones and Jeffrey Lord, who is a supporter of Trump. And it got so bad they kind of start yelling at each other, and it's like everybody's wasting time reporting, and all these reporters on the left they talk about it as if it is this sensational thing, as if it is the greatest boxing match that Don King has put together, and they're not telling the people to stop. This is like, it's like you and I watching a show out there, and instead of saying, "Hey guys, stop," we're going, "Hey, guess what? They're fighting." And the left, the media, and the right too, but in this case, I think a lot of these people are on the left. They also have a responsibility to tell them, "Look, I know we're reporting, but it's getting kind of dangerous. How did you guys let me educate you, right?" But they're not doing that. What's your take on all this CNN, MSN? And sometimes I throw dirt at Fox. Now this time is going to be CNN and MSN, as you can see.
Right? Right. Well, why is it that black on white crime, and you see that today, it's after the elections, the blacks are running amok, beating up white people, stealing and setting stuff on fire. And when they're beating up the white people, it's not a hate crime, right?
Right.
But if it were the other way around,
Right.
that would be a hate crime.
And
Is that not right?
It is, and I've seen it. And right now, what is happening is actually a disgusting scene this morning of some very upset African Americans beating a white man, and I was very sad to see that. I was so saddened. It was very upsetting.
But it's not. It's not going to be a hate crime. However, if it was a gang of white people,
right,
it would be hate crime. Would it not?
Yeah, they call that.
Why is it that the only people can? No. But why is it that the only racist people are white? Mexicans can't be racist. I know plenty of Mexicans that don't like other Mexicans that come from south of the border.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I live on the border.
Yeah, and I can probably do a show on Mexican racism. It's different, but it is there, and I'm going to say just a few things about it because that's really going to be another theme, another show. It's different over there. I think the way it is over there, it's hidden, so it's more dangerous. I think because somebody over here, at least they'll tell you, well, that guy doesn't like me because But over there, it's like it's almost like accepted that you are a certain color, and because you're of a certain color or social status, certain things are expected of you, and that is pretty ugly. But anyway, that's I can go on that one for a long time. But yeah,
and I want to be in on that conversation because obviously all of my employees are Hispanic, almost all of them.
Yeah,
and they do not like. I'm not going to say it. The guys from the other side.
That's the second part. Oh yeah, and that'll be the next the show on racism that we're gonna do. But anyways, yes,
I'm gonna bring one of my employees in. It's Hispanic,
right?
Speaks Spanish,
right?
And he's gonna help us out on this one.
Yes,
so I don't get myself in trouble.
Oh yeah. Well, you're fine. So I also saw they also have some news out there, some news items of white supremacists doing some crazy things. I guess both sides are kind of going wacky right now. They're going crazy, but I think that our leaders have a responsibility to come out and say something. And a lot of people are afraid.
I know where you're going.
No.
Hold on. Let me interrupt you one more time, man.
Go ahead.
Are you talking about the Nazi symbols on the bridge and all that?
That's one, and there's another one in some Pennsylvania school where somebody was yelling. But I'd like to think of it as isolated incidents of some crazy people, but they're not like a systematic movement or a systematic approach like the way it's happening with the left right now. Because I think what's happening with the Democrats right now, or at least the guys on the streets, the protesters, what's happening with them is I think now they're organized. It's not like just one guy going crazy. No, this is like they're organizing this thing against Republicans, this thing against Donald Trump. The other side,
But those same people.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
No, man. What I was going to say that the
No,
other side,
there's a little bit of a.
yeah, there's a little delay. What I was going to say is the other side. I'm not saying they're not bad. Like the swastika and the Pennsylvania kids screaming all these things. To me, that's not because they have the support. I think to me, it's like, well, they've always been like that, and I think it's only a few here and there. But right now, what the protesters are doing is, I think they're dividing people more again. By taking race, bringing the race card or bringing the ethnic card, whatever card they can use. And I spoke to somebody else about this today, and I said it only divides people. We don't want to see anybody here being loyal to anybody else other than America. And that's very upsetting when you see that. When you see other people being loyal to another country just because they come from over there, and you're like, well, aren't you here already? Don't you want to go back? Anyway, that's another. What were you going to say?
Well, the same. I lost my spot here. Okay, the same people that are. No, I'm back. The same people that are calling Trump a racist, and those are the same people that voted for Barack Obama.
Right.
That now have voted for Trump. Look at this, all the stats. It's everybody, almost
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, blacks and Hispanics. Yeah.
Trump.
Blacks and Hispanic
I'm
voted
sorry,
for.
man, we
Yeah,
got
the blacks and Hispanic
5-second deal
they
here.
voted for Trump also, and even there's a group of Muslims. There are Muslims for Trump. Actually, I don't know what you think about that, but we have Muslims for Trump, Hispanics, Mexicans, blacks for Trump. So he has all sorts of followers. I'm not sure what the makeup of it is, the percentages, but all races voted for him. He's got votes from all races, pretty much all ethnic groups. So there was a Muslim lady
Well,
who
what I was.
Go ahead.
No, man, I'm sorry. This delay is screwing us up pretty bad here. I keep interrupting you. So
Go.
you finish and then let me know when you're finished. How about that?
I'm done.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, has Trump ever been accused of being a racist prior to running against Hillary Clinton? At the same time, has he ever been accused of rape or any other crap he's ever?
I don't know.
Has he ever been accused of anything that they accused? Well, I did some research, and a couple of friends of mine did too. No, he hasn't. Not once, not one time.
Well, that's good.
But run against Hillary Clinton. It's amazing he's still alive.
You think that's why he's carrying all these bodyguards now?
It's got to be, because there's a. Yeah, let that go.
Yeah.
I'm going to add one more thing here.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of an author named Ayn Rand?
Nope.
A-Y-N Rand, R-A-N-D. I would suggest a book that she wrote called Atlas Shrugged. It's a fantastic book. I think you would love it. You'll learn a lot there. I've read it twice myself. Very fantastic read. She's man, this book was written probably before you were born, and you're older than me.
Yeah.
But anyhow, just check the book out. They made a movie out of it. I've never seen the movie, but the book is It's fantastic. That was on the bottom of my notes there.
Oh, good. The last thing I have tonight is I think you and I had some of those notes too on people who wanted to leave the country, and they've been getting a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know the list is kind of long, but I remember a few. One of those is Cher. Another one is George Lopez, and I'm not too happy with George Lopez. I think George Lopez. I think he tried to group all Hispanics into one bundle by saying, you know, Hispanics don't like Trump, Hispanics this, Mexicans that, and lots of Hispanics, lots of Mexican Americans were very upset at him because what they were saying is, George Lopez, who in the world are you to represent Mexicans? Who is George Lopez? Is he Mexican American God? Is he the Mexican American deity? The Mexican American guru? Is he the Mexican American leader of all Mexican Americans in USA? George Lopez is just another human being, another American who happens to be of Mexican descent or Hispanic descent. And he does not represent all Hispanics. And I resent the fact that he went out there saying Mexicans don't like Trump. Mexicans will leave the country. He said, well, you know, if Donald Trump wins, you know, he doesn't have to worry about us because we're going to leave. Again, he's taken this load like we Mexicans and we Mexican Americans. That is ridiculously stupid. And I hardly ever use those words. I don't like to call people stupid, but that is ridiculously out of this world because George Lopez does not represent anyone but himself. And that is disgusting.
Okay, now he is trying. He's a comedian, so he's trying to pander to his audience, just the same as Chris Rock. Chris Rock announced that in 2020 he is going to run for president. Did you see that?
I have not seen that, but that's great. Let's watch it. Let's look it up next time.
Yeah, no, check it out. He just announced it last night. So
Okay.
Chris Rock is he's the most racist person next to Al Sharpton. Chris Rock, I love him to death. He's a great comedian, but he's a racist against white people.
Oh.
Same with a lot of the Mexican comedians. They're racist against white people, which is fine.
Yeah.
But Chris Rock is very racist.
Huh.
So,
and he does sound kind of funny every now and then. Now I do have a clip of George Lopez, and it's too bad that you can't hear it on your end. But I have a.
But let me finish. Let me finish my. Let me finish my statement before you play that.
Yes.
Chris Rock, it's okay for him to say cracker, 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 cracker.
Right.
But if a white guy were to even say Negro,
right,
then we'd be racist.
Right.
And we'd be haters.
Yes.
But he can say cracker, cracker, cracker.
Right. And that
anyway,
that brings me to that topic of the words. And I dare not say it yet. And I say yet because I think there'll be a time when we will kind of get rid of all this nonsense. Because to me, it's nonsense. I believe that words are just words and I shouldn't say just words. It shouldn't have that much power. Because when you're using it in the context of things, if you're reading a poem, if you're reading a song, if you're reading a story, you're just going to have to say it. What are we going to do? Bleep? You know?
You know what? Doug Stanhope said, I can't say what he said because it's a little bit dirty. But Doug Stanhope, he's an American comedian. He did that. He did a skit where the N-word and a whole bunch of other words that we would never say.
Yeah.
I just suggest Google Doug Stanhope
That's gonna be
or
my
YouTube.
that's gonna be my other assignment, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Google
Yes.
Doug Stanhope.
Right.
He spells it out perfectly.
Great. We're gonna try that. But anyway, yes, I just wanted to say that it's not. Now, there are other celebrities that want to leave. There's a report that Kanye West is actually
Adios.
Yes,
Adios,
he's-
Kanye. Adios.
There's a rumor out there that, and I say rumor because the website that I read, I'm not going to say it's not reliable, but they were not clear on it, and I don't want to say it's true. That's their claim and the rumor, and they claim that he's getting things ready to leave with his family. They claim that he said he's got enough money to buy an island and just get out of here. So, okay, if he says that, I'm gonna go stop him, and I'm gonna say, "Whoa, yo!" I'm gonna say, "Wait a minute, Kanye. Wait a minute. That's a great idea, but that's a great idea. That's a great idea. But Adam actually has a better idea, and you need to give him the award." That's a joke, guys.
Man.
But anyway, and then the other one was the one that I think was serious. And I know that we talked about comedians and, Chris Rock and George Lopez. And I think Kanye West is kind of like a comedian too. But we also have another comedian, but I think she was serious. And it's too bad you can't hear
Amy
what
Schumer.
Amy Schumer. And when she gave that interview on,
She's backtracking.
we're gonna watch it. She did an interview on BBC, and I'm not sure you're gonna be able to hear what she says, but we're gonna have Lopez and Schumer. But I will repeat what she says so that you and I can discuss. And here it goes. It goes Lopez first, and then Schumer.
That's a shame. Thank you, George. Man.
It's unfortunate. All right, guys, good luck. Hey, listen, remember Trump in 2016.
Oh, really?
Trump in 2016. If he wins, listen, if he wins, he won't have to worry about immigration. We'll all go back.
If it isn't Hillary in November, does your act change? Does your outlook
My act will
change?
change because I'll need to learn to speak Spanish because I will move to Spain or somewhere. It's beyond my comprehension if Trump won. It's too crazy.
Right. Well, she says she will move to Spain. She says she will learn Spanish because she's going to move to Spain. Now, Lopez just said, "Well, he doesn't have to worry about Hispanics or Mexicans because he'll just go back." Amy Schumer sounded pretty serious to me. It didn't sound like a joke. And like her, there are many other celebrities who I think Samuel L. Jackson, what's in your wallet guy, I think. Like I said, Cher. I think Dave Campbell was another one. Barbara Streisand, I believe, said it, but when Barbara Streisand said it, it sounded like a... Oh, sorry about that. When Barbara Streisand said it, it sounded like a joke. So I can't really... I don't know about Barbara Streisand, but as far as Amy Schumer, she sounded pretty serious to me. I don't know what you think about Amy
now,
Schumer. I don't know if you think Amy Schumer is funny or not.
She recently retracted her statement. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not seen that one. What did she say?
Man, I was reading it on. I don't know if it was MSNBC.
Right.
Anyways, I'm not for sure where I read it, but she recently retracted her statement saying Donald Trump read into it too much. I don't know. I don't want to go too much into detail because I don't remember exactly what I read. But she's not going anywhere. Neither is Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah,
who
Whoopi
is
Goldberg.
another one that said
Yes.
she was leaving.
Yeah, but see, I don't know why they say things like this. I mean, with comedians, it's difficult, and this is I mean, to me, comedians kind of hide behind this veil sometimes of they get away with this type of murder because, like Jon Stewart and Colbert, they say all these things that can be damaging to a political candidate, but at the same time, it's like, well, we're just kidding, we're joking. We'll say, well, yes, but you bring up things too sometimes that are just they're aiming at an enemy sometimes, and that happened a lot before the election days. I know that on the talk shows and also on the late night shows and stuff like that, they were making all these jokes, and they always talk about like Donald Trump and things like that. And again, I don't support one candidate or the other one, but that was happening on late shows, and I don't know if you noticed that they kind of picked on the guy. They were picking on him.
Well, actually, Fonzie, no, I didn't notice that because I'm a working man and I have to go to bed.
You have to go to bed before the
get up in the morning.
Yes. Yeah, well, I have to go. Right. You got me on that one right there.
I don't get to watch those. I don't get to watch those late shows.
Right. So anyway, I have nothing else for tonight. I do want to repeat what we say. I guess when we started, I want to thank all the veterans. I want to thank everybody in the armed forces, and I want to say that without you guys, Adam and I wouldn't be able to enjoy this lifestyle. We wouldn't be able to enjoy our homes. Without you guys, our children wouldn't be safe in our schools, in our parks. Americans wouldn't be able to travel the roads, and how Americans love to travel the roads in RVs and their trucks, and we wouldn't be able to have this place that we see as nice, safe area for us, unlike any other country. And again, I want to say thank you to all of you, and I know Adam agrees with me in all these things. Adam?
I do. Don't sign off yet.
No, I'm not signing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Schoenhoff, I think we'll be back Monday, right?
Okay, sure. We'll be back all the time.
I think James is going to be back Monday, and he is a much better interview than I am. You guys will really appreciate him. Please bring your friends in. He's a good talk. He really is.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good here.
Right?
We're normal people like you, like everybody else out there. We just want to keep this thing going, keep this movement going forward. We don't want to lose hope, and we all need to be together in this deal called America. Well, Adam, thank you.
Finally, I got my camera set up where you're not looking from the bottom of my shoes, looking at my nose holes.
Have one of those selfie sticks.
All right.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, thanks for having me on again.
And next time when we have Jason, as you heard Adam already, we also want to talk about some of those promises. We're going to have time to research a little more on some of these promises that President-elect Donald Trump made during the campaign, and some of those promises that he delivered in during his contract with America in Pennsylvania. And what else are we going to have? We're probably going to have more on protest, and I would still like to discuss some of the polling that's coming out, some of the surveys, because I want to show people who voted for Donald Trump. I think that a lot of Hispanics voted for him. I think a lot of blacks voted for him, and Muslims actually voted for Donald Trump. So it's time for all of us to work together. Adam?
And get the book Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. And then at the same time, I'm going to check out Van Jones.
Oh, yeah.
I have, well, That's who you told me to check out. So I will do my homework. And if you could do your homework with
Yes.
Atlas Shrugged,
Yes.
you'll love the book. I promise you'll love it. She's got multiple books out there, but Atlas Shrugged is the best.
Right, Adam.
All
Thank you for being with us tonight, Adam. We'll see you next time. We'll see Jason next time.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see more people next time. All kinds of people. We're gonna sign off. Adam, I'll stay with you for a little while on Skype. Thank you for watching. Night.